chat. Oh my god. It's kind of fire. All right, so let's get to the charts. Golds. Basically for golds, I had a penny order set up yesterday. I did a video. Honestly, markets are kind of slow. I mean, I'm still kind of sick, so if y'all hear me coughing and shit, I'm sick. So yeah, the markets are kind of slow. We really don't have any motion the way I would like to, but I'm looking for the overall sell. Not too sure if we have any news today. Let's check. We ain't got shit. Tomorrow we got some motion. All right. Markets are slow. That's all I know what to say. There's a video on how to set up fibs on liquid charts. Yeah, in my course. Oh my god. In my course. Go to my course and I break it down. Even on the YouTube, like go to my YouTube channel and I break it down. I have like a 5-day little tutorial thing on my YouTube channel. So there's lots of stuff for you to go see on how I set it up. But gold moving to the penny is the main thing I would like to see. I like everything about it. So just gotta, double check my work. I do like this. So let's look at the weekly. Let's go get my pen. Need my pen. Slow. All right, there it goes. My beautiful pen. All right. So I do like how gold gave me a nice good wick indication right here. Nice good indication right here. We have that 50 SMA getting respected. Great wick. Respect here. Nicely right above this 4092 right here. I love to see where the market is at right now on this weekly time frame. This weekly time frame, once again, represents the whole year. All right. So we do see how 2025 moved, and now we're looking at this whole 2026. We see that overall price did hit the overall TP target opening the beginning of the year. As you can see, price did move up. It did hit its target, made a big wick, pulled back, went back up. And due to the fact that we're dealing with all this war in Iran, a lot of stuff is going on. Gold, once again, is a safe haven, and there's a reason as to why it's maintaining its bullish flow due to the war. You see that price must more than likely go back into the zone. So I am looking for price currently on the weekly time frame to get back around 5075.64. Once again, I'm looking for price to get back to 5075.64. Is it going to get there in the next couple of weeks? Who knows? But there's something to monitor on the weekly time frame. So if you're trading, I highly suggest you mark it up. Now, going into the daily time frame, let's look at the realistic expectations of what's going on here. When we do look at that, Jordan, I'm gonna get into my penny order in a bit. Um, I'm tripping. Hold on. Give me a second. My bad. I'm getting some people in here from IG. All right, boom. All right, so God damn. So if you look at this overall setup on this daily time frame for the month of what is this? We're in April, month of April. All right, so now we're looking at the daily time frame. So the month of April. Overall, I would like to see price go bearish due to the fact that we still overall close a little bit bearish here. For last month, remember this is all last month's data, so this is the month of March. Now we're looking at the month of April. I do like the fact that price didn't really pull back too much into a bullish outlook. I do like the bearish side of things still. I do believe price has potential to get here, but due to once again the overall war and gold being a safe haven, there might be some fundamental approach here, but due to my strategy, I will be looking for sells. Now, we do have an obstacle. We have this 200 SMA. We do have this wick that did, respect that 200 SMA. We do have, the pullback. It created a double bottom here. As you can see, we could draw on that as well. Created that double bottom right here. And that basically is giving us I don't like that color choice. Let's go with like orange or something. We have that double bottom that got moved here. And as you can see, price did retest that neckline. It did shoot up. But now we have this potential that price may be making a nice little double top. Okay. Price might be making a double top here. And that's giving me indication that we might get that pull down, but it's not going to happen during news tomorrow. Who knows? But what I do know is that I am overall looking for a bearish, strong outlook on gold as of now. I don't know when this is actually going to be in our favor, but what I do know is price is currently at this 50. All right. So we're getting consolidation. But remember, once again, when I use my strategy, the 50, I like to use it as a form of hesitation. All right. So once again, it's a form of hesitation. It's very important to understand that. When we're looking at the 50, anytime on Fibonacci, it's a form of hesitation. All right. So expect consolidation, expect market structure patterns forming, expect the middle part of the market structure pattern forming mainly. That's very important to understand. You're going to notice that in the hesitation areas, if it's a market structure pattern, once again, the middle part will usually form a lot. Even if it's a head and shoulders pattern, you're gonna notice that this right here will be more of that 50 area, and if, vice versa as well. If it's a inverted head and shoulders pattern, that will be the 50 as well right here. So it's very important to understand that that 50 plays that role. So right now we have a form of hesitation. We have, like I said, it could be a double top. It could even be a double bottom pushing up higher. And then once again, that goes back into the whole 50 thing all over again. Okay. We just have to be mindful. But once again, we are looking for a overall outlook to it to be short, but due to the fact that we're dealing with war and this being a safe haven, this might continue to go bullish. So the daily overall, once again, I am looking for it to be overall bearish, but due to the war on the fundamental approach, it might continue going bullish. So just be very, very mindful of this, and once again, risk to reward. Keep your risk, appropriate. Don't get too crazy on this pair right now. It's due to a lot of conflict. They're saying a ceasefire, so that's a solution. So that means there shouldn't be no more war, meaning this should be able to go back down. However, Lebanon just got bombed. Israel bombed Lebanon. So now we're like, damn, what to do, right? So we have to figure that out. Technical is gonna be a little bit bouncy, it's gonna be a little bit choppy, but due to choppiness, we manage our risk a little bit more appropriately. Now let's go look at H4. H4 is a little bit more interesting. We do have the fact that price did start going up. We have, our support here at this 4708 area. I do believe, once again, I do have a penny order up here for a reason. There's a potential chance that price might shoot up and create that double top. Um, but we have to basically see what's going on. But remember, I'm intraday trading this right now. I want to cover that in a second. This right here is intraday entries. This isn't an H4 entry. So if my penny order does not get triggered, I will be deleting this penny order and looking for other opportunities. But right now, I have it as set as such. Um, H4, once again, it did not hit 4901.31. So there's potential chance that price may be going up. I was covering this a little bit last night. Price may still be going up, but I am intraday selling it overall. I'm looking for the overall pullback. I was talking about this yesterday very clearly that price may be continuing bullish due to my bullish markup. That price may be going to 4901.31 before it drops. It did not fully hit, as you can see over here. It did not fully hit yet, and that's where I got the idea that price, okay, might be going back up due to this double bottom and price retesting as a neckline. And as you can see, price has. And it has been going up. And that goes into the overall H1 outlook. Why I have my penny so high is because I saw this double bottom here. Okay. And I also saw a bullish divergence as well. I was talking about this yesterday, and there was possible chance for entry. I just didn't want to risk it because at the time that I was looking at this, we were looking at it like around here, and there was potential chance it could have been a double top and it could have went straight down here. So I said, you know what? Let's wait till New York market open. Let's see what price is going to do. Price overall created that double bottom, created that bullish divergence, and has been retracing back into the fib. But overall, I'm looking for a sell still. So my penny order is up here inside of this beautiful supply zone at the 4839.13 area. So I'm looking for price to go back into the zone before it has a strong sell off. But the question today is the volume going to take me there? If it's not, then I will delete the penny order and I will look for another intraday setup because I'm once again only intraday trading gold right now. I'm not H4 trading. I'm not daily trading it. I'm not doing none of that. The only time frame I'm looking at trades right now is the H1. So if my penny order does not trigger today on this H1, I will be moving the setup to something else because I cannot deal with anything else that the market has because we're dealing with an ongoing war, right? So it has to be an intraday trading situation. We're not swing trading wars, you know. You're gonna intraday trade. So before no, I would delete this at I'm on Eastern time, so I would delete this when the market is basically reopening, basically a new period separator on an intraday basis. So at my time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, this penny order would not exist. So around 4 o'clock, I'm probably gonna end up deleting it. So right now it's 10:28. So we got some time. I'll be out of this by 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll delete the pending because the market's gonna reset around that time, and I'll look for new setups around 6, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's why I like the strategy. It gives you a lot of breathing room to relax. All right, so that basically covers golds a little bit due to the choppiness. I'm not really forcing anything. And like I said, H4 could take us to 4901, hence why I will delete. I will delete the penny because if the bullish market, let me give you an example. Okay. If this is overall bearish, right? And let's say the day closes overall bullish, what just happened? I can't focus on sales. I need to be looking for buys anyways. You see what I'm saying? So more than likely, if this market ends bullish, it closes bullish at a high today. I am looking for a bullish Fibonacci going into 6, 7 p.m. Eastern time today, which is now in perfect alignment with the H4 going to 4901. You understand? I'm just focusing on the H1 bearish outlook today if it happens. But if it doesn't happen and this maintains bullish, I'm going to be looking for the bullish outlook going into 4901. All right. So I do want to say that. So let's go on to another pair. I'm not looking at Nas. I'm going to look at US 30. We ain't got shit. All right. So let's go look at something else. Damn, we really ain't got shit. Let's go look at Nas. Have a look at this in a minute. Let's go mark it up. Mm. Yeah, it was good, Donnie. Yeah, the go push up was very on point. Um, CJ, shout out. Hey, what can I say? I've been doing this for 11 years, y'all. Like I said, I ain't record the stream yesterday, but I do believe the stream yesterday should be on my Kick. Cause I ain't uploaded to YouTube, but definitely was on Kick. So I mean that's good reference notes, I guess. But the daily time frame, this is an interesting piece right here on Nas. Um, it's just once again, can price continue going bullish? Absolutely. Can price also maintain going into a lower high? Absolutely. Like if you really think about it, it is looking like it's about to be making lower highs. All right. So we want to be mindful of that on Nas on the daily time frame for the month. That price might go back bearish. So, just be mindful. Once again, I'm not really focusing on Nas, but let's go look at the H4. This is the last time I even touched this. Jesus Christ. This shit flew. This perfection. Oh, crap. I appreciate that, Donnie. But Donnie, you've been doing this for a hot little minute, though. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, apply knowledge is power. I'm very appreciative of your success as well. But, one thing I like about, my strategy is that it resonates with even people coming for Wall Street. I find that kind of dope. Coming up like as a child and coming from Brooklyn, New York, and knowing that Wall Street is in Manhattan and all of that, it was always an inspiring thing. I think after the movie Limitless is when I looked at it like, damn, stock market is this? I started seeing things a little bit differently. And it's insane, Then we see 2008, the market crash, and we see The Big Short and all these movies and everything. And it's like, damn, one day I want to trade. And then, here I am today. So it was always something that I always wanted to do. It just, how could I have done it? And now that fact that I'm doing it, it's actually something dope. So seeing people that's come from Wall Street take my information and apply it and become successful, that's always been dope as hell to me. So I always, I'm very always appreciative of your success, Donnie. Like that means a lot to me to be real. Um, Nas, did I save this? I don't remember. I appreciate that, bro. Anybody that, like I said, takes my stuff and appreciates the work I've done, and I took my time out my day and like really, really figured this out to the best of my ability, and it helped change our lives, and people could talk about it on stage and all of that. That means a lot to me because I always wanted to leave a legacy beyond, and I feel like this is my gift that I was blessed with, and if people could share my gift around the world, that's something dope. I think Nas might be declining a bit. I just don't like the overall bullish outlook. So I'll say leave it alone due to consolidation, but H4 is tapped. So I'll say onto another pair for that. I don't like the fact that the week is done and it's going into Friday tomorrow and we have this strong consolidation going on. So live to trade another day on Nas, especially CPI and everything tomorrow. I won't really push it. But if you want to risk it for the biscuit, can Nas go to 26,407 with news tomorrow? Maybe. But if you want to short it, I'll say short it, but then put a stop loss like around here and then target something like this or target this. Think of this as target one and think of this as target two. If you're going to do anything with Nas on the pullback, with news coming into tomorrow. But focus on the H4. The H1 is not going to give you the best result. It's too chopped up. Okay, so great question, Ryan. You say, how come I don't adjust the H4 fib since it hit the negative 61? I can adjust it. So that's what I want you to understand. The week ain't done yet. When the week is done, meaning Friday is officially over. Remember, this is open from Sunday to Friday. So at Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, it will conclude the week of trading on NAS for indices market. When that day is officially done, then I could draw my fib over. This is still an active fib drawn to perfection for what the week has accomplished. It hit its goals, it hit its targets. So we can't force anything different. We don't flip the fib now because or whatever the case. We don't reset it. We don't touch it. We don't do nothing. That means the move is done. So we got to look for something else. We only could touch the fib. All right. So I'm going to break this down so you could get the whole Fibonacci stuff. And I'm going to read some more questions in a second. H1, we only touch it. Keyword, write this down too. H1 is an intraday chart. So anything from H1 and under, meaning the minute charts, is all intraday. So I look at H1 for that reason. So H1, it ends at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, meaning once that happens, we draw the fib over for that new day because it's now officially a new day. H4, it's a week to week Fibonacci. It opens at Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. It closes Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So that means Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we draw a new fib. That's why the period separators is so important. It's basically telling you when to draw again. Okay. Your daily time frame, it represents month to month. That means we only could draw in the beginning of the month. And then when the last day happens at the end of the month, we could draw again. I mean, like actually the new start day of the month. So if we're in the month of, let me give you an example. If this is the month of March, okay, that means March 1st starts the month. So at April 1st, the next month, it completed the whole cycle. That means now we could draw going into the month of April. Okay. Now the weekly time frame, it's a year to year type of thing. The same thing for the monthly. It's a year to year type of thing. I had to manually draw the vertical lines for period separators. We draw only in the beginning of the year, and we are officially cycling off of it at the end of the year. So from, for example, 2026 to 2027, we don't touch this until 2027 officially starts. And then it would determine how 2027 to 2028 is going to run. We do not touch the fib till then. So even if it H1 don't hit negative 27 or negative 61, you still adjust at the end of the day. Yes, you adjust at the end of the day or at the end of the week or the end of the month or the end of the year, even if it don't hit. Because sometimes value might not get there. It might be a slow day. All right, let me read some of these questions real quick. So Jay, your question is, now if H4 has a bullish outlook plus a bullish fib, can H1 be considered bullish as well because of that higher low and higher high, as well as making a bull fib for it and be confluenced with the H4 for gold? Yes. But I don't want to jump too far ahead. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Even though you're right, but you also could be wrong. And now you're in the 50-50 category because you could be jumping way too far ahead. You know, like wait till the day is officially over and then come back and reassess. Don't just jump the gun because of assumption. Assumption is the how can I word this? Assumption in the market without a full technical analysis done that completes its term can be a very destructive trade. Even though you're trading percentages, it could be a bad setup. So just wait till the system completes. That's why I say I'm system dependent. Nas, I just see with your approach. You said with this strategy, you make more money than everyone else. And look at the chart, no longer than 5 minutes. You know, I need to fucking screenshot that shit. That's fucking top tier right there. Boom. You know, when you see people say that, that means a lot because I stress this. You know, I really do. I always bring up to people, the strategy, all you need is 5 minutes. Once you understand it, all you gotta do is just draw on the trust in 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm bugging. I could go and kick and get that shit better. But yeah, like it's very important that y'all understand the strategy and do the right things, because at the end of the day, the strategy basically will change your life if you know what you're doing. I'm actually about to make a dope ass post. Let's start about something. I'm gonna try it. Throw the mic up in there. All right, that's pretty dope. Let me go back into these questions real quick. You missed the rose gold BMW.
And the winner is my life real quick.
I have a photo somewhere. I gotta go look for it. But it should be in my phone. I'm gonna go look at Euro right now. That was actually the next pair I was about to go to, honestly. You only need to win 30% of the time, and long term you be profitable. People just don't hold to the whole RR like we do, so it fucks everything up. Yeah, you just gotta hold your positions. The strategy is solid. Like example, I got off of vacation. I had probably traded for like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half. Ryan went missing. Where's Ryan? Right? I come in, call a go trade banger, use a strategy. Probably took me less than 5-10 minutes to look for it, and everybody ate. And I told everybody to take it with me. I felt like that was the biggest accountable thing I did in a minute, and said, hey, take this. We're at all of the entries. They're all lit up. They're going to all light up going back up. And guess what? We caught a fucking banger. I should cover that banger on this live. All right, so yo, King Ryan, do me a favor, DM me on Discord, and I'll set something up with you. I got time I could kill later on today. I'll probably bang that out with you today if you got the money in it. All right. What lessons did I learn too late that you should know early? Risk management. I stress that as always. Risk management. Risk management, risk management, risk management, risk management, risk management. I swear, when everyone first started trading, we all didn't do that. I don't believe anybody that comes into this will never know how to do it. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you go into a casino, you don't even know how to gamble. You don't even understand risk management. You're looking out like, let's do this. $1 million on black. Like nobody knows how to control risk if you never knew. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. That's a long term to become successful. You have to use risk management. I'm only doing one-on-ones. A different. I mean, I am doing one-on-ones, but I do them differently. Okay. Number one, how I do them is that you have to be on my affiliate link and you have to fund the ECN account with capital. All right, with capital. The minimum is $1,000, But if you want to get my attention, the more you put, obviously, it's gonna be like, yo, let's fucking do it. Because here's why: the more your balance is, the more lots you're gonna trade naturally due to the system. Your balance times the percent you want to risk. You divide it into your stop loss. It will create your lot size. So obviously, depending on what percentage you're gonna risk with
And the
your
winner is
balance,
my life real
you're gonna
quick.
trade more lots. How do I get paid for doing this? And why it makes sense to me? I get paid off of lots. So if you put more, then it's gonna be like, fuck it, why not? Because if I help you long term become successful, you're always going to be actively trading, making a lot of money. The more your balance grows, the more I get paid off of lots. So yeah, yeah. Hit me on Discord, Telegram. I remember Instagram. I don't even be looking at my girl DMs sometimes. I swear to God, like I'm so horrible on DMs on Instagram. It's I'm hit and miss. It's just so much DMs on IG that I just get overwhelmed. And I go on there, I scroll, and then it's like, oh my God, how much DMs? But yeah, hit me on Discord. I'll see it faster. You was making bread off the singles when you were in Croatia. Oh, while I was in Croatia. Yeah, that was dope. That's fire. What's your favorite percent? Like if you was to like put the same percent of every trade. I like to do anywhere between 1 through 10%. That's my favorite range. If I feel a lot more ballsy, I'll go into a 20% range and I'll only target 88.6 to get 100% return in a day. That's why I say I have another account on this side, and I have like I'll probably put like 5 to 10K in it for fun and shits and giggles, and target 88.6, for example, on all trade setups every single day. And if it hits, then I get a 20% return. Example, the gold move. I wish I did it, but I didn't do it that time. The gold move that we just caught. If you just traded 20% of your account at 88.6 when I called it, and it hit TP, you would have 100% of your return on that balance for the day. But remember, I have a video that I put out here, and it says in 6 trading setups, you could compound that to over 6 figures from only $1,000 account. And I'm gonna go into that a little bit later too. I'm gonna cover Euro USD and cover that philosophy in a second. So Andre, for someone living in the US, can you give me an explanation of how to pay taxes and which broker works with gold? I think this has been a gray area for a while. I feel like that's a gray area for a lot of people. The reason being is because they don't know what to do or where to go. And I feel like I don't want to answer that on the stream. I don't. But I will tell you this: I'm using a platform. That's all I'm gonna say. And when it comes down to taxes, I can't give financial advice on taxes. I'm not licensed to do that. So I'll just say get a CPA, certified personal accountant. That's all I would suggest. And they will manage that for you. So whatever you withdraw, when it hits your bank account, just make sure your accountant is handling that specification for you. Okay. Um, but gold, I'm just saying, it's a platform that I use and I always talk about it. All right. But by the way, I know y'all see that pin post, right? It says kick.com/my life real quick. Subscribe to my kick. It's $5. I know, I get it. It's $5. I'll call straight bangers and give y'all straight information and straight facts. I'm trying to get my subs up. I'm trying to beat 1,000 subs. I'm trying to become this streamer. I'm trying to be a trading streamer, y'all. Like real talk. I'm trying to actually really do this shit. So subscribe, support your boy. Appreciate the love. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yes, I use crypto to withdraw. All right, so let's go look at gold. My bad, not gold. Euro USD. And I'm gonna go look at golds in a second. Matter of fact, skip euro. No, let's go to euro. God damn. All right, we're gonna skip euro. I want to go cover something on gold. I'll come back to euro. Great. I'll do it here. All right. So let's go into something interesting on gold. All right. So let's grab this Fibonacci real quick and let's just cover the move that I did and I called, and everybody had opportunity if they chose to do this for themselves. Oh my God, it's lagging. All right. Sisto. All right, perfect. All right. So just bear with me on this whole markup. All right. Ignore all of this here. All of this can be ignored. We're not paying attention to none of that. I want y'all to look at this overall setup. When I called this move, I saw that we were still overall bullish. I knew all this seller's volume, for example, was getting wrecked. I knew people were getting destroyed. I was like, well, that's on people. People don't know left or right. I'm system dependent. So I knew what I had to do. I knew we were bullish. I saw the fact that we had all of these entry points as opportunity. Nothing changes. Strategy stays the same. I knew, I'm going to draw a blue line in between.
And the winner
I
is
knew
My Life Real Quick.
out of these 3 entries here, okay, we had to use this stop loss here. I knew out of these 2 entries here, we had to use the stop loss here. I knew each one gave us a 1-1.
And the winner is My Life Real Quick.
A 1 to 1.5, a 1-2, a 1-3, and a 1-5. I knew when I told people that we could take a trade, literally right here and right here, I knew on the way up, we had all of these entries still available. If you had a penny order just sitting here at a 20%, and later on, it just so happened, hit the TP, clearly, as you can see, on market open, it just hit. You would have made 100% on that 20%. So if you had $2,000 in your account, you'll be now sitting on a move like that at $4,000. Okay? Off of one setup. Now, if you take that same type of logic and you compound this, right? And we could get a calculator. You get a calculator out. And this is why I keep saying the strategy is that effective if you apply it. Let's just say off that first compound, whatever, you turn 2,000 times 2 to 4,000, right? Now the 4,000, this is off of one round, one setup, okay? So now let's say we're gonna double it again. This is the second setup, okay? So this is the second setup. We could have made 8K. First setup, 4K, and this is off of 2,000, all right? Put this over here. And I'm going to write these out so we can see how this could work out. 4, 5, 6. All right. We're just going to keep doubling this. 16K. And this is in a perfect compound. Can you get a loss? Maybe. Would you get a loss? Who knows? You don't know until you try. And keep in mind, this is only off of 2,000. And this is without withdrawing money. Checkmate. Do you understand how a separate account only targeting 88.6 could change your life at a 20% risk? Keep in mind, this is money you could afford to lose, and past results is not indicative of future results. Okay? Full disclaimer. This is money you could afford to lose. I'm just showing you what a compound could do at $2,000. Have y'all seen a setup? Have you seen a strategy show you how to do this before? In perfection at that too. Can you get a loss? You can lose 20%. So, example, getting 20% loss after you made 100% gain, you're still fucking up. I just want you to understand that. Does anybody agree or disagree with me? If you disagree, put an L. If you agree, put a W. There's 89 of y'all in here. I'm hopefully 89 of y'all like making fucking money. Y'all don't see people coming out showing you shit like this. I'm giving you this for free 99, $1 million worth of game. I just taught y'all how to make 6 figures off of 2K in 6 tries. How many trading days do we got a month? We got 20. So we got 20 trading days. Let me actually clear this up a little bit. We got 20 trading days. I'm going to put T days. Oh, damn. Fuck. I just realized I'm running out of space. We got space right here. We got 20 T days, trading days. 20 trading days a month. We have 12 months a year. That is a total of 240 trading days a year, correct? It's 240 a year. You telling me you can't catch 6 setups throughout the year if you actually apply this every single day? How many of y'all feel a lot more motivated that you could do this? I just gave y'all $1 million worth of game. Now imagine you have 128K now doing this. And you compound that with 6 new setups. You're over an M. I just show you how to scale it and compound. I just taught y'all how to make your first M. Give it up for Ryan. Oh shit. You don't see shit like that.
And the winner is My Life Real Quick.
You feel me? You don't see shit like that happen. I'm gonna have mentors teaching y'all $1 million worth of game and 6 setups. I ain't signing around. Real talk. Real talk. $1 million worth of game and 12 setups, really. But remember, this is a side account. This isn't your main account you do this on. This is something you invest in and you compound. You just got to get your ass up and put that penny order in and let it do what it got to do. All right, so pace. Your question is, why am I doubling every setup? It's 100% return each time you do it. So your account doubles. So 20% risk at 88.6 is a 1.5 RR. So 20 times 5 is 100%. So each time you do it, it doubles. $1 million worth of game. Have I done it? Absolutely. That's why I'm talking about it. Why I think I'll be chilling so much. And I'll just be quiet. I don't bother nobody. I'm chilling. That's the reason. I'm telling you it works for a reason. I've done it. I've been doing this. I just feel like it's something that y'all could do. Like it's the strategy type shit. You feel me? Um, but yeah, if it wakes you out, it wakes you out. But at the end of the day, that's what I say. You gotta do it on a side account. Once you get your first 100%, losing 20% isn't bad. You're in profit. So you still up 80%. You only could fail in this strategy if you fuck it up 5 times in a row. Worst case scenario, you risk 2K to do it. Can you fuck up 5 times in a row? Not with the strategy. You have to really just not know what you're doing. Does that make sense? If this all makes sense to you, type TPU. If it don't make sense, right, I need help or something. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Am I gonna game today? Yeah. I'm gonna probably end up just smoking my own penny order. I don't like the volume is 11:02, so here we go to sign off. Penny order closed. Volume is not there. It's 11 o'clock. Another hour in. New York set. My bad. London session will be ending. New York volume is not really visible. We're in a dry patch. So would I keep it? No. I don't see how it's gonna get from here all the way down to here in 5 hours. So we just got to delete the penny at that point. All right, so Cons, the question is, so will there be penny orders or would I look for those around 6 to 7 p.m. when market opens up or keep the looking for potential 1-5 hour setters throughout the day? Always penny order, 6 to 7 p.m. will be your markup time to actually set the penny order. So 6 to 7 p.m., mark up your charts, set it, and forget it. Just use your stop loss, use your TP, and you're good. Just factor that 20% at 6 to 7 p.m. Probably take you 5 minutes and you just go live your life. Go live your best life. Remember, you had 240 trading days to hit 6 of them. If you need help on the Fibonacci placements, I don't know how to else break it down. I say watch some more of my videos on how to go about it. But if you need help on it, like specifically, what details can you describe on how you need the help? And I could probably help you right now. This got to be more specific on how you want me to help you and where you're messing up at. Is it the market opening? Is it closing? Is where to draw the highs and lows? Like be more specific, and I could probably more than likely get to it right now. Just let me know. I won't do no bull fib or anything. I remember once again, just wait until the market ends at 5 p.m. Eastern. Then we will know. I can't really say anything. I'm gonna give you an example. I can tell you, yeah, we can go bullish right now. This look great. Let's draw one. Why are we doing this? Not 5 p.m. We're still in the middle of the market, right? What happens if the market does this and I went bullish? I just fucked myself. You see what I'm saying? So let's wait. It's okay to wait. Can't rush. All right. So for the people that need help, sounds like I need to have a Fibonacci class on Zoom. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that, and I'll stream it too. Or no, fuck it, Zoom. I think I will do a Discord live channel, a Discord talk channel, voice channel, and I'll stream that as a Fibonacci class. How that sound? For those that would like that, type W. Because Training View is ass. I think this is the missing piece. Y'all like, I want to make the millions, but I need to figure this out. All right, so is that's what it is? Then we can do that. Oh shit. Appendix. Let me read some of these questions. Do I know Drizik? I never met him in person, but I know who he is. If I didn't meet him in person, probably was a long time ago. I don't really remember everybody every time, but I do know who he is on IG because we talking DMs. So, Ronnie, your question is, can I go a little bit more in depth on how to read a trend? I'm getting into TPU and I studied in master classes. Easy when there is a clear highs and lows, but there are times when it's kind of ended in the middle. Then you say price ended bearish or bullish. For you, it's easier to read it, but for us, it's like, yeah, but I ended in the middle. How I conclude that it ended bearish or bullish? Is it based on the last? It's based on the last candle and the volume of that candle. So if it's overall a big deficit, basically looking bearish as hell, and it ended in consolidation, you could factor it being bearish. If it ended overall bullish as hell, looking in consolidation, then you can factor it being bullish. But keep in mind, if you're only looking at that in the H1 time frame, scale up, look at the H4, see the overall picture to get the overall outlook. Because you could technically be trading just an intraday move, but overall the H4 is going to give you more clarity. If the H4 is doing it, you scale up and go look at the daily. BX Dominance, the question is, let's say on the intraday order, do we always set the order for 88.6 or what exactly is the indication? At 88.6. 88.6. If you're going to go for that 20% target, you go for 88.6. My bad, 20% risk, go for 88.6. Always 88.6. But if you don't know what you're doing, you could also lose 20% pretty damn often. All right, well, market ain't going nowhere for us. We need to see the markets probably around 7 p.m. Get some volume into the news tomorrow. Might get something popping. But right now, we ain't got nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go take my ass to the gym. And be on later on, go run some errands, and then probably be back here around 6, 7 p.m., mark up the charts, get something going for the volume for tomorrow. And I'm gonna game. So in between my errands before 6 to 7 p.m., if I'm free enough, I'm probably gonna game. And then around 7 p.m., I'm going to do a Forex stream. And then I'm gonna go back to gaming. Cause I need to put belt to ass in these games too. Like, y'all gotta see the talent. Y'all gotta understand something. These hands are fucking gifted. Me and this controller. You see these little buttons in the back? You can't see me on COD. I will drop shot your ass. So I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta catch from gaming. All right. Are you mostly doing 88.6 intraday compared to 88.6 intraday? I want to make my money in the day. I'm not 88.6 in H4 setups. Now, Here's why. You do a 20% risk on an H4, and let's just say hypothetically, it took all week for you to hit that target. What happens if that same 20% showed up 3 times on H1? You're margined out. You took the risk on H4. You are margined the fuck out. How can you now go 40%? Now you're over leveraging. You're using 40%. Your margin is, you got to marry that H4 now. So that's a good question. I like it. Y'all asking the right stuff. I'm proud of y'all. All right, so y'all know what time it is. Your boy, he's about to disappear. And here's my outro. Splash.
W stream, I'm out. 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 W stream, I'm out.